This week, our Torah portion, or Parasha, is from Exodus 30:11 through Exodus 34:35. It is called Ki Tisa in Hebrew, which means when you take. Moses had been up on Mount Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights having ongoing business meetings with God, as God gave him various instructions and regulations for the newly liberated Israelite nation. And at the end of their 40-day strategy session, God gave Moses the 2 tablets of the testimony written with his own finger, aka the 10 Commandments. But down below, at the Israelite base camp, things weren't looking too good. While Moses had been up on Mount Sinai, the Israelites grew impatient, not knowing when or if Moses would return. So they went to Aaron, Moses' brother, and VP of the Wandering Jews. They told him to get up and make them a god to go before them because apparently this guy, Moses, whoever he actually was who led them out of Egypt, was nowhere to be found. The people had spoken. But to make matters worse, Aaron obliged. Using the people's earrings, he made a golden calf and said, "These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt." The people worshiped their new god, offering it sacrifices and celebrating with a feast. Now, if Moses was dead at this point, he would most definitely be turning in his grave. But he was just up on Mount Sinai with the God who actually brought the Israelites out of the land of Egypt. And word travels fast when you're meeting with the omniscient God. The Lord informed Moses of the mashugas going on at the Israelite camp. The Israelites had broken commandment number 1, to not have other gods before the one true God. They dropped their side of the covenant they made with God faster than a hot potato latke. It was time for some massive damage control, so down the mountain Moses went. Upon seeing the sight of Israel's flagrant disobedience, Moses was livid and threw the 10 Commandments to the ground. Israel was about to get their tuchus potched. When Moses confronted Aaron about the ordeal, Aaron threw the Israelites under the bus, saying that they were set on evil. He said he simply asked for gold from them, and he simply threw it into the fire. And poof, out came this calf. Yeah, and the special cake for Bubba's 90th birthday just happened to fall into little Mendel's mouth. Nice try, Aaron. Moses interceded to God on behalf of Israel, asking for mercy that the people didn't deserve. In the end, God was merciful towards Israel in the face of their rebellion. And eventually Moses went back up Mount Sinai, where God renewed the covenant with Israel and sent Moses back down to the camp with a new set of tablets. We can learn from this parsha that following God also means waiting on God. Instead of acting like the Israelites who grew impatient while waiting for Moses to return with a message from God, we can patiently wait for the Lord, knowing we can count on Him. And when we do mess up, which we will inevitably do, as the ancient proverb goes, don't be an Aaron. Let's own up and take responsibility for our actions, turning in humble repentance and prayer to the merciful God of renewal.